Cancer, how you doing? So very quickly, for people that don't know what we do on this channel, we do a lot of esoteric scribing, pictures, channeling messages for a start to see what you got coming up, and then we look into your tarot for the month. Cancer, how you doing? So you can also watch this as a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian, okay? But what I heard for you is moving up, moving in, moving out, moving on. So you got quite a few energies. There seems to be a hell of a lot of moving, travelling. Probably might be going away this month of August for a lot of you, so you could be going away somewhere on holiday, travelling in a car, plane or whatever, but I'm picking up car. So like we're just going to get in the car, I'm picking up a four-wheel drive and just travelling and going on the road. Now I'm also picking up Rhodes Island, Rachel, the name Rachel, Rhodes Island, Louisiana, Louise, Lucy, Laura, Linda and Belinda, Lucifer, a Capricorn, but it could be a /6 Gemini placement. So it would either be, so when I say a star sign, I'll say a number as well. So, because I read in code, so it could either be a Gemini or a Capricorn placement that someone could really be traveling with. And then I'm also, so that might be just something that you got coming up for you guys that might be in a relationship, or you're just thinking about traveling yourself. Then I'm also picking up moving on. So some of you may have split up from a person and you've decided, I'm also hearing Pisces, Paula, Pucci, Patrick, Fitzpatrick, Fitzgerald, also Gerald, Dean, Dan, Danielle. Man, there's some names here. Dan, Danielle. So this is a psychic actually calling out names. So Dan, Danielle, Danny, Glover, Life Path 7, can't take this anymore. Yeah, so some of you are kind of like, you know what, I can't take any more. I can't take any more of this shit, bruv. I am out, I am done, I am finished, I'm putchid, I'm moving on. I am not waiting. Okay, so as a Life Path 7 or a Cancerian, I am a Life Path 7, by the way, you really can end up sort of like waiting. So what I'm picking up for a lot of you is like, I'm really not waiting anymore. I'm not. So why did I hear Joker? So it might be something to do with a person that's called Jay, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, or a Joker. I don't know, but I'm hearing I am just a midnight smoker, okay, and watch my tyres burn while I just pull off away from you. So I don't know if you're speeding off away from someone, okay, and they just basically, this really could be butchy, but just sort of like dumps you in the middle of nowhere and you're in a car and they go, listen, bitch, get out. And you go, okay, so like you pull up, you're like, right, out, and you get out the car and then they just burn off, okay. So I don't know what I'm hearing, Bernard, Brian, anybody beginning with B, but I'm hearing like this stop and go kind of energy of like, right, okay, stop, right, get out. And just like chuck someone out, throw them out the car and just take off. So I don't know who that might just be stranded somewhere, unless you're listening to Strand or Stranded. It's been a while, right? It's been a while. So I'm picking up that for a lot of you, and if it isn't anything to do with like a pickup truck and a car, it seems like this, you know what, I am not no longer waiting around for this Joker. Now, Cancer, I hate to say this, if you are in an argument with a person and you are the Cancerian that's on the receiving end of this, I'm just a tarot card reader and a channeler. Okay, so what I'm picking up is that somebody in this scenario is pretty much just had enough of waiting around and I'm just a midnight smoker and I'm out. Okay, but I am actually picking up the name Midnight. Okay, Midnight. Just a midnight joker. So it might be a song you might hear. What else am I picking up? So moving out, moving in, and moving a lot of stuff around. So it's like transporting a load of things. Now, it could be whoever that was in Transport. You might be watching him, the film that was in Transport. For a lot of you, you might work for a transport company and you actually do this for a living or work for one, like taxi services. I mean, that is normal job for a Cancerian or a Life Path 7, people that drive for a living. So it's like a transport company, and it might be where you're looking for like deporting something, blah, 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 sending it like across, transacting money, accounts and accountants, transacting accounts. Someone asked me to stop talking about myself, but they like the channel. I can't help it. If I have messages for myself, I read for myself while I do this, so I am sorry. But this would be what I have planned also. So if you don't know, we're going from Patron to a new website that I've just built. And I can offer you individual readings for like $3 if you just want one reading. Okay, subscription rate based, just the same as Patreon. Buy the reading or buy the teaching video or join teaching and tarot, all in one, live sessions, Q&A, 2 a week. Anyway, I'll tell you about that at the end. But what I'm picking up, Cancer, as a message for you is transferring accounts, like an accountant or accounts. Okay, so it might be like, okay, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and it might be Instagram or anything like that that is business module related, transferring one from another. So for all of you loyal subscribers that have stuck in there with me, okay, that would possibly be you guys hoping to follow the link provided below and going from Patreon over to another place that I've got, okay? But what I am picking up is, okay, so I'm also picking up, so some of you might be looking into losing weight. There's another product I'll tell you about at the end, but I don't want to talk about myself. But like losing weight, trying to lose weight around your posterior energy, so working out, doing crunches, thrust squats, or you may be interested in what came up in here, which is called the Bionic Gym, for the person that asked about the actual design and who it is. Okay, these things that strap around your legs, and man, within an hour you can lose 700 calories and the weight just falls off you, but you have to be on a diet as well. If you are interested in that product and wanting to know about it and what it looks like with me testing it, I've tested out the results, okay? I've been doing it for roughly a week now, so because I will never lie to you. If I'm going to promote a product, they are not paying me at all to promote a product, okay? So it would just be me showing you that it works. If you are like me and you are struggle with backache and back pain and nerve pain, okay, and you really cannot, unless your name is Pain, Tina, you're right, and you can't do things, that product is brilliant. But if you want to follow, you'll need the vlog behind the life of tarot and me and Emily showing you. Okay, so it could be where you're doing crunches. You might be relating to the Leo energy, where this was a part of their picture, and this was a ball that someone was standing on, or like laying across and going across it and trying to like lose weight by a lipper master or whatever they are, I don't know, where you just roll across a ball. Okay, that might even be for like sciatica. But if you're coming from a Leo and Aquarian aspect and you've just found the channel and you've got an 8 in your chart anywhere, or your partner has, watch out for this picture that we picked up there, okay? Because this is also a lion, a dog, okay, and all that sort of stuff, and then someone that's got a big schlong, okay? But like, because I'm kind of picking up the same references of you guys that might be dealing with like an 8 energy. You could even have a Leo or an Aquarian placement, and that would still match up, okay? Because it would be going off a life path number sort of thing, okay? So picking up that for you, but let's also go back to you guys that may not be in relationships. You've probably argued and you're kind of like, you know what, bruv, eat my dust, and another one bites the dust, right? So it could be Queen, Freddie, Mercury, Fred, anybody beginning with F, okay, or Steph, Stephanie, Steve, Sarah, Sassy, Sandra, Cassandra, I'm picking up Cassie, Casino. Some of you might work or in where is that they have casinos? Las Vegas. So I'm also hearing Alaska, from Alaska, and then also a lass, which means someone up north from Britain. If you're in Britain and you're where I am, you would go up north. That would be where you would read Manchester, Leeds, Sheffield, and then you would go further and you go to Scotland. I'm picking this up as like a map, if I'm honest, this picture so far. Cancer, for your channeled messages for the month, of where it's kind of like pinpointing places across, like, okay, we're going to go here, okay, we're going to go here, and then we're also going to go here, and then we travel here, and blah, blah, blah. I'm making a route and a plan of an actual channel. This is where we're going to stop, this is where we're going to end up, and then we're travelling on to here also, and we're going to do here, and then blah, blah, blah. So that might be for some of you. If not, it's not. It could be involving a Pisces. That would be me. Like a Life Path 3 or a Piscean. Okay, if I say not, you say Pisces, swinging from a tree. I was hearing Keely, you're right, guys. Don't worry about Patreon. It's all underhand. I've treated you guys. I'm trying my best to make it less than what it was on Patreon for everybody that may be struggling also. So the tiers, what they will actually be slightly cheaper. I'm hoping that's going to work out. But never mind. I keep hearing like working out, like doing a lot of things around like gymnasiums or working out or trying to lose some weight or just basically just trying to get fit, like extra fit. I'm picking up like a Fitbit or something that may relate to your watch. That is a very good product that does also line up with your watch. If you've also got a calorie counting app, on your phone. If you've got a calorie counting app on your phone, relates to your watch. That does, if you lose weight with this, it picks it up on here and it goes from here to your phone. It's a very good way of losing weight if you guys are struggling. But yeah, so that's that. There's definitely energies of like working out, getting fit. There's an energy of a Fitbit and a watch. There's an energy here of a map that I seem to be picking up esoterically. I'm also picking up Ghostbusters, so it might be Elijah. You're right, Elijah. If you want to help out, moderate for the new channel, you can. I might give you free access. But I'm picking up like a ghost here. Like, I don't know why I was picking it up when I was looking at it. Okay, so far. But I'm also hearing Fargo or furlough. I don't know if any of you are like really struggling around money and finances and needing furlough, but I don't know if they do furlough anymore. I'm also hearing furlong. Furlong relates to people that do horse racing. Okay, so I don't know if you're into horse racing or you have horses. Because we also say in Britain horses for courses. Okay, so there's two energies here, courses. Okay, so that would be teaching. Some of you might... Sorry. Man, I've just come up in my own life path. I'm sorry. But courses. So some of you might be taking courses or teaching courses, or you want to join mine or someone else, or you're doing your own. But I do teaching courses also in the form of modules, okay? So I'm picking up horses for courses. So some of you might be like doing courses, taking courses. It might be gym or this sort of stuff, or I don't know, it might be esoteric and all the stuff I do. But then I'm also picking up horses for courses. So some of you might be into horse racing and betting and gambling. We're going to be doing like a Capricorn or a Gemini person of 6. And then I'm also picking up where it's like horses. So you might be like doing anything around horse racing, breeding horses. Travelers do that quite a lot here. If you're from the traveling community, we have a thing called the horse fair, and they trade horses. So I'm also picking up trading places. So that would be my tax kind of energy. So for some of you, you might be trading on a stock market, okay, doing trading. But that would also be anything that is also like this as well, because it's digital transactions. So it's like money, videos, all that sort of stuff. But then some of you might be on the stock market, okay, and you're investing money and time in the stock market and watching algorithms and watching things grow and deplete, and then think, okay, I'm going to add most of my investment or my time here, okay, move it from here and invest it into here. So that would be, like I said, anything that is relating to multimedia, and also that anything that is also related to marketing strategies and money, okay, for a lot of you. Then I'm also hearing, like I said, horses. So I don't know if you've got anything to do with like horses, chickens, and a farmyard animals, and you trade and buy sort of like chickens for horses and horses for chicken. Why would you trade a horse for a chicken? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Something crossed the road. So I'm definitely picking up like roads, Louisiana, yeah, or a lass. So you might be like travelling up north, going Sheffield, Leeds, Manchester, like me and my girlfriend are, Emily. We're going to vlog it as well. But like that sort of energy, that kind of thing, right? Travelling. Travelling circus. What is that? Circuit training. So that's Jim, Jalen, Juice, and Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jacket. Like... Jacket, okay, my oh well, there's a really good Michael. I was hearing Michael, Melissa, Maria, Michael, Jackson, Julian, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack, and then I'm also picking up well, that's a band there. My Colourful Jacket, is it? I mean, I can't remember. I haven't heard them for a while. Amber Heard, or Ember, or Emily. Okay, so what we picked up yesterday was M, and then E. Emily, maybe. So we're picking up the same kind of names. Yesterday there was a guy, there was a porcupine, and I actually, in that reading, I picked up and said, my God, well, I didn't, till afterwards. I was saying, is this some sort of like animals in the zoo, like John? So I did say that in one of my channel messages before this one came up, where I said, animals in the zoo. Funnily enough, it was a prediction of me drawing this. So this is like a lion, a dog, a porcupine, or a dog here. Like if you can see, like here, there's an eye here. And it's looking up at this man looking here. There's also a Fitbit and doing squat thrusts and doing that sort of thing of the bionic gym. There's a big old schlong here, but there's also a monkey that's standing there going, whoa. There's also a dog also. So if you've lost dogs or you've lost animals, they're all around you here, okay? Always around you, constantly all the time. This could have been a very big dog here, because this would be its tail, okay? Its tail. Yeah, so anyway, same kind of messaging there coming up for you. We will get on with your tarot, just hold on. I just want to see if anything else, LC, is coming through for you, Cancer. LC, Elsa, Alka-Seltzer, or a Ali, Alison, Ali G. Some of you could be smoking copious amounts of ganja. Alison, Abigail, Abby, Abbott. Hold on, Ali, Mo. Someone that's called Moses. Some of you might be religious, like Christmas time stuff. Moses. Nosy. Someone could be very nosy around you. They're always butt into your conversations, or always butt into like the conversation that you're having, or just very nosy, like, oh, what's going on over there? I want to see what's going on over there. Unless that's joining my new website, and then you're like, oh, I'm so intrigued. But like, I don't know why I'm picking up like something to do with someone being very nosy. I'm also picking up like having a nose piercing. Oh god, no, please don't have those. I don't know why it is, but I just do not like facial piercings. It just really turns me off. I don't know why, like, because a lot of people have them, but me, for instance, if anybody has their nose pierced, I just can't stand nose piercings. I don't know why. It just instantly turns me off, and it's just a thing that I have. But I just don't like facial piercings on one's face, especially in the nose. I don't know. So it might be because I'm a Pisces and I analyse everything about things. Like, I don't know if you're thinking about having a nose pierce or a Pearson. The name Pearsons, Parsons, Pucci, Parsons. Anyway, so that's just channeling, that's remote viewing. So let's see what we've got. So it feels like a map. It feels like an anchor as well, or Bianca. Beyonce, Bianca. I'm definitely picking up Bianca. Some of you might be boating, or you're in a ship, or you do things around the water, and someone has to drop an anchor. So you might do fishing, unless it's catfishing. But like an anchor, and you drop it in and stop the boat from going. Is really what I'm picking up. Or I'm trying to stop someone from we are sailing. Might be a Gemini, because that would be like a Six of Swords, something to do with a boating yard, or something to do with like, I mean, I don't know, I've seen people in America that have like loads of woods and trees all around them here, and there's like a boating yard. I'm really picking this as like a map. I really am this time, of like, these are points of references of where we're going to walk, like travel. Like dotting from point to here, from point A to point B to point C. Feels like that. Okay, A, B, C. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. So you could be dealing with like a Pisces in someone's chart, or a life path 3. Libra, possible, life path 1, life path 2, life path 3. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Michael Jackson. So Jackson, Julian, Jason, we've done all of those. Michael. 1, 2, 3. Points of reference 3. Points of reference. So some of you might need a reference, like of a job, and you've got 3 jobs. You might be holding down 3 jobs, or you're going for job interviews, okay, and I need a reference, okay. Some of you might be playing football and you need a referee. Let's see what else we've got here. Can anybody make anything of this? Head and a tail? Head and a tail. I don't know why I'm hearing head and tail. Head and Ed, the name Eddie, Edwina, Edmonds, Adrian, but Edmondson. Also, Adrian Edmondson, that's Rick Mail, and Adrian Edmondson. Some of these could be places also. Bury St Edmunds, so I'm hearing Holly, Jodie, Berry, Sweet of the Juice, whatever the berry. Man, I can't, for the life of me, it looks like a monster. With a very shaped fucking head. This looks like a fish. Looks like one of those shark. What do they call of those fish, where it looks like that? It's got a head like that, like a hammer head. Silver, you're right, Silver. Silver's hammer. or Silver's pussy, hammer in the pussy. But like a hammerhead, like a fish that you can get that's a hammerhead. But I'm picking up like a very strange thing that's just sitting there on its arse. Yeah, okay. And so this would also be what you can do with that bionic gym. If you set it to 50% and you're used to it, okay, you can sit down. You can actually sit down while working out because it does your legs. It works on all of the muscles in your legs, but you can sit down while using this gym. It's just, it's not as easy as 1, 2, 3. Anything else? Have we had it that way up? That way. I don't know. Can you guys see anything? If you can see anything or you have done, pause the video and rewind and see what you can see there. Okay. So I'm always saying Lucy, Lucifer, Capricorn, Gemini person within their chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Okay, Cancer. Let's see. So now let's look at your tarot reading. What has Cancer got coming up for? Wow. So you got a tower. You got a breakdown. Breakthrough. So yeah, this is burning rubber for some reason. I don't know why I'm hearing burning rubber. This is a 7 and it does relate to you guys. So it could be dust, something to do with dusty bin. The person that, I don't know, the person that liked the Angel Radio or didn't and said something weird about you look like a dusty rusty bin or something. So I'm picking up dusty rusty bin, rusty Russell Crowe. Brandon looking for a brand or a band of brothers mixing mastering VSTs, Akaya products. Yeah, so it might be something to do with Angel Radio. Well, I'm a Life Path 7. I'm the creator of. So I don't know. This is also like a bright idea. Also, like I've got an idea. Okay, so it might be Elijah. What do you call a no idea? Don't know, Elijah. What do you call a no idea? So panic attack also. So yeah, don't worry about panic attacks, Elijah. Just ignore the person. You're not getting back with them. Okay, you had a child together, which majority of you did. Also, Justin. You're right, Justin. How you doing, bruv? But again, yeah, don't worry about the narcissistic Pisces people or the other way around. Elijah's got Pisces in her chart. Okay, whichever way around it is, don't worry about panic attacks. Okay, just don't worry about seeing the person. That's the kind of like avoidance. Okay, so it could be in reverse. For a lot of you guys, I'm also hearing rehearsal. Okay, so I might be doing something where I need to go to Kirsty, or say Sadie, say what you want, but don't leave me with no erection. Some of you might be getting an erection or having trouble around, like the men would normally maybe having trouble possibly getting aroused in some house. You might have like ADHD or something. Okay, definitely picking up that because that's to do with the top and the bottom, which means your head and the bottom half. Okay, but yeah, so there might be something around struggling with impotency or something like that, but that's very private for the guys. So you might be having a private eye. I'm also hearing private eye. So, oh yeah, my eye's cleared up, by the way, guys. I went to the hospital yesterday and I got this for Elijah that's got a Virgo moon. Yeah, the good thing about National Health in Britain is that if you go to the A&E, which is basically I need a call-in centre and I just need to drop into a hospital, if you're lucky there's no one there waiting, but it's a waiting room, you get to see a doctor and you get free prescriptions. So if I went to the doctors, that would take months and months and months and months, I would then have to pay £9 for this, £9 for this little tube of gel, okay, for my eye, which is antibiotics, a small amount. But when you go to the hospital, I went in, nobody waiting, got seen straight away, and they just give you it. There you go. I was like, oh, thank you very much. Cheers. Free subscriptions, and there you go. Bob's your uncle, my eyes are clearing up. So this might be struggling to see. Anyway, let's see, for a lot of you, so I'm picking up something to do with someone's eye or eyes. Okay, eyes. Look at those eyes. They don't seem to matter. I don't know much, but I know I love you. So it'll be Aaron or Neville. Aaron, Darren, Aaron. Running errands. But I keep picking up like just like had a breakup. Okay, we've had a split up, we've had a breakup, we've had a meltdown. Some of you are melting silver. So what is that, a vampire or an energetic vampire? Or you're just energetically like, God, I am knackered. Okay, I seem to be spending a hell of a lot of time like worrying about something. Okay, or doing something. Let's see, but that could be a lot of sex. Let's see, Cancer, what they got coming up for August. Magician, wow, so someone has really got a bright idea and they're really trying to start over again. Anything spiritual or esoteric also here, because this is channeling from the Akashic Records, a lot like what I've just done. Okay, channeling isn't reading a card from a book, that isn't called channeling. Channeling is literally just doing what I did, without cards, okay? So, something like that, channeling, esoteric, spiritual, blah, 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 okay, very much connected to spirit, very much trying to ground yourself, so you might be into like meditation music. I believe meditation music is anything that you create via music, meaning it doesn't have to be meditation music. Meditation music isn't where you do binaural beats. Binaural beats are literal, just kind of like radio wave signals of Gator, Bama, Dammer, what they called. I used to make it. Ray, Delta, Gamma, Delta, Ray. But meditation music, in my eyes, is anything that just kind of like drifts you off into focus. Okay, that'll be on the teaching tier. But again, yeah, a lot of you are trying to find focus, or you drive a Ford Focus, or you're fraud. Some of you might be done for fraud, or it's something to do around banking, tax, and fraud, or someone that's called Ford, or you're into Freud, which is kind of like Freud. Okay. I'm also picking up Ford Focus, a Ford Focus. Oh, actually, man, sorry, we're doing Cancer, aren't we? Yeah, my girlfriend lost her brother and he was driving a Ford Focus. It was a silver Ford Focus, that was it, sorry. I also channeled deceased loved ones, if you didn't know. My girlfriend's brother is trying to come through, Luke. Okay, you're right, Luke. Well, so there you go. This is where it gets difficult because I'm channeling my girlfriend's deceased loved one. So Luke is trying to come through. Luke in the book. Luke Skywalker. So yeah, Ford Silver. I said silver here. Silver Ford Focus. Okay. So basically a car that was built by Ford. I'm sure you guys have Ford over in America. If it's relating to you, because I'm trying to relate it to you guys. Ford Focus. Silver Ford Focus. So this would be someone that's grieving over the loss of a loved one, maybe. Okay, but I'm hearing my girlfriend's brother coming through here. Ford Focus. He's singing. Wow, sorry, my girlfriend's brother really is here at the moment. I don't know if you can see the hair standing up on my chinny chin chin. Saying something about chin 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 chim chiroo. Dick Van Dyke. Chim chimney chim 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 chin chiroo. Ba 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 ba. Gore blimey, governor. You're right there, Mary. Mary. Oh wow, okay, Mary. So yeah, my girl. Sorry, man. I'm channeling for my girlfriend. Emily. She has an auntie called Mary. Gore blimey, Mary. Mary Morton. Mary, hello. Yeah, so Luke is giving you a message, Mary. And I don't know what this is to do with Dick Van Dyke, Chim Chim Chimity Chim Chim Chiroo of Mary Poppins. Just a spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Medicine Man. Medicine Man? Harrison Ford? Harrison Ford? That was fraud or Ford. Harrison. Anybody beginning with H? Haley Henry. Ford. Harrison Ford. What are you saying? Nothing anymore. Sorry, I'm trying to because I have to decipher, man. And normally when I start channeling a deceased loved one, they all kind of like swarm me like this. This is like when spirits, when you channel the deceased, and it's open, right? You get like Whoopi Goldberg and God knows where they all stand in queue here, like, oh, there's a signal. let's give Steve a message, okay? Let's give Steve a message. Okay, so there's a message here for a Steve or Stephen. Let's give Steve a message. Pigeon. Message pigeon. Pigeon. Pigeon chest? Pigeon chest. What is that? Chest, breast. Breast chest. Breast of chicken. Keep eating chicken. Oh, I don't know what that's for. What came first, chicken or the egg? Road. Had an accident on the road. Yeah, I know, Luke. Roads and roads. Sorry guys. Let's see. Van. Sorry man, I keep hearing van. A van. Man with a van, or Van Helsing, or Van Haley. Van. If you're buying a van or a caravan. Carol Ann? Carol Ann? Carol? The name Carol or Ann? Carol Ann. So a caravan is like a big camper van where you live or where you go, and something to do with a caravan van. So it's not like a it's like camping, but you drive it. It's not a caravan, it's a caravan. Something to do with that, or it's Carolan. Go towards the light, Carolan. Carolan. We could be doing like a Virgo, and a person that's called Carolan or Carol Ann or a caravan lives in a caravan. She lives in a caravan. Da, 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 da. Like Ice Cream Man. Popeye the Sailor Man. He lives in a caravan. Spinach, in my spinach. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. So I don't know if this, I don't know. If I'm channeling a spirit, they'll get me to look at certain things that will relate, like catchphrase. And it's something to do with around Popeye and spinach. Or your eye, Steve. I know I've got a bad eye, but it's going. Popeye. Popeye the Sailor Man. I live in a caravan. And I eat my spiritual. Olive oil? Olive. So the name Olive, a deceased part. I'm picking up like an old relative that was called Olive, or is called Olive. But then I'm also picking up like Olivia Newton, John, Graham Newton, Graham Norton, same-sex relationship. Hold on, sorry guys. Olive oil, something to do with olive oil. Oil. Was this person a Virgo or have a life path 9? Olive and oil. What are you saying? Olive and oil. Mike and the Mechanics. Was a mechanic, someone that used to be or is a mechanic. Mike and the Mechanics. In the living years, every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustration, I made a song we've gone. So unless these songs, man, does that song relate to anybody that they played at a funeral one time here, where that song really does relate to a deceased loved one? Mike and the Mechanics, in the living years. Say it loud, say it loud. Sing it. Singer. There's someone that's a singer. Oh, actually, this might be Kyle. I'll send this to you, Kyle, if you're I'm not sure if you're a Cancerian. I'm sure this was your father, right? I'm not sure if anybody passed in your life here. And they can remember you singing Mike and the Mechanics. Mike is also my father, Michael. Mike and the Mechanics. But he wasn't mechanic, but his name Michael. Sing it loud, sing it proud. Sing it here. Sing it clear. Claire? Man, I'm going to give you all of my energy before I even start doing the next sign. And I don't have many Cancerians watch. Oh man, I am channeling today. Something to do with around a watch. Just watch. It was just a watch. Did somebody leave somebody a watch when they passed, when they died, when someone died? It was something to do with around their watch. It's like an old grandfather watch or a grandfather clock or something to do with a watch. Just watch. Watchman. Working Men's Club. Yeah, that's my dad. You alright, Dad? Watchman. watch. Let's see. Cancer. What they got coming up for August? Four of Cups, man. So there's this disinterested. Like I said, man, these are people also that can't even be bothered to wait around for something new. You know, it's not always like these kind of like, you know, when you do tarot videos, they're not always just about, you know, your normal generic cup and fish. If you're just constantly looking for an answer that you can't find all the time, it's probably because you've gone. You know, gone with the wind. Gone. Gonzo. Anyway, I'll be gone in a while. I'll be gone in a while. It's all that I do. Paolo Nutini, that song came up in another reading, so find the reading and find the message. You got to work some of it out here. I'll be gone in a while. I'll be gone in a while. It's all that I do. So I'll be gone. By the time you get here, dear John, someone could be leaving someone a farewell like letter, and like by the time you get here, bruv, I'll be gone. Like by the time this fucking comes, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone, dear John. So it might be where like by the time you get here, I'm gone. Like I am not waiting. Like your message at the beginning started off around this, like getting frustrated around waiting. You know, and by the time you get here, I'll be gone because you're taking so goddamn long in order to do anything. By the time you get here, bruv, I'll be burnt rubber and I'll be gone. Okay. I was hearing Rob or Robert or Robertson or Robin. Let's see. Tina, Steve, Robert, Robinson. Cancer. 3. So there's a lot of studying and learning. It could also be court appearances, but this is also very much intrigued into what's going on in your life as well, because this is like peering through a window of someone else's life or business as well. And it might be, like I said, you could be in an esoteric spiritual twin flame journey with a person, and you're just connected to what you can't get rid of, which is what you can't see, or you can just feel it. But majority of the time it's frustration and being pissed off. And you can't see the person, you just feel them, but you can't ever get rid of the feeling because you can't run from what you can't see. So for a lot of you, you could be spiritually, divinely connected to a person that you can't just sever the tie no matter what you do. You can try witchcraft, you can try bathing in fucking holy oil, you can even concentrate whatever you like into an egg. It really doesn't matter. What it is that you can't see or get rid of is what you've got to learn. Okay, you can't skip lessons in life. You can't just all of a sudden not be an addict and think, oh, okay, I'm no longer an addict because I give up today. I've got to persevere. It's like a diet. You got to keep going, okay, until you start seeing results. So it's kind of like, I don't want to give up. I've got to keep going because I want to soon start seeing results. Some of you might be looking for salt and battery or results, like for school, college grants, money, loans. And I need to start seeing like results, true results. But it would also be like money related stuff. I need to soon start seeing results for my business. Because this would also be your company, the business and everything else. So I need to start seeing results for the time that I'm spending on it. Okay. Might be a Stephen. It's just relating to a reading for me. Cancer. So you got another 4 energy here. You got Scorpio, Aries. You got trying to take a break and a breather before it all begins, is what I'm hearing. Before it starts, it's a little bit like college, school, or anything like that. And before my semester or trimester starts, I've got to like take a break. Like before it all comes in and it starts happening, I really need to start thinking about like having a bit of a break from work and then like regathering my thoughts and ready for the next trimester or semester of college or school. So it might be like where children are off school or like coming up to having time off school. If you work for a school and you are a teacher or a driver of children, then there will be this break energy. Because if you drive for children like I used to, okay, when it comes up to 6 weeks holidays, summer holidays, blah, 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 or the name summer or summer loving, Have me a blast. It would be where if you're off school, I'm off work. Okay, so it's a bit like that. School of Rock, Jack Black. But yeah, so I'm picking up like when the trimester starts, when the tribunal, some of you, or a funeral, something to do around a funeral or a tribunal. Like trimester, tribunal or funeral. I don't know which one, but it might be all of them. But I'm picking up like we have to wait for the tribunal to find out what happened when he died when he was 19. Or someone that died before the age of, like, they died early here and we need to wait for a tribunal. This would be the police, because it could relate to anything court-related, police, finances, banking, you know, anything that is like, it's out of our hands, it's in someone else's hands, and we have to wait for the answer that comes through from someone. So it can relate to like doctors' appointments and stuff. But what I am picking up is like we can't do anything because we need to get word from the tribunal first to hear what happened. This came up a few times. It's a little bit like the coroner. The coroner wrote the report. Okay, so like being deported, reported. I can't do anything until then. Okay, or like the coroner of someone's death wrote a report to say that someone died a certain way, but we don't know until there's an inquest here. So kind of an inquest, police, hospital, that sort of stuff here. Someone that's ill also like going to hospital. Anyway, they're just some very strange messages, Cancer. Thank you so much for all that you do for me, guys. I really do appreciate it, all you lovely folk. So this now can go to both now, because I have now just literally just launched my own website, and I can sell you an individual reading. So if you just want to watch this, I think it's like $3. I think $3 to buy or rent the video itself, just this one. Okay, that's if you want to do that. If you want to join as a subscription base, it's basically just like Patron, but I've got both open until the end of the month. Patron is still going to be there, but like, okay, so just individual reading, a subscription based where it is literally just the monthlies, because we are doing your August reading. I still have, the new place still has the monthly and weekly readings like we did before. Okay, then I also have a teaching segment, which is individual, but then I also have thrown in another one, which is monthlies, weeklies, and the teaching stuff and Q&A, and that is the gold tier. Okay, so you basically get everything that I do, and you also get hopefully 2 live Q&As per month. Okay, so I'll do a live and I'll speak to you all, and depending on how many there's or how much time I've got, I will do a couple of 3 cards that will say hidden truth, how do they feel about you, something like that, something that you really got to get off your chest. You can come on camera with me and everybody else, or there's loads of stuff, man, that we can do over there. Okay, so I'm hoping, okay, it all works fine, but I will leave the link, hopefully if it is there below, for the new place. Okay, if you are a consistent Patreon member and you are still subscribed, you might, you know, this will still be there for you guys. Okay, but hopefully it's all running smoothly. But it tells you about it all on the new website that is provided below as a link, and I hope that you join us. Okay, because there's so much that's over there for you, and all the teaching stuff. If you join the gold tier for the weeklies, monthlies, and the teaching, there's a load of teaching that's over there for you guys that you can watch. If you don't, and you just want the monthlies and weeklies, you can have that tier as well, okay? So you have options. It will tell you all about it when you get on the website. Okay, guys, thank you so much, Cancer. I really do appreciate it, guys, and let's see what you got coming up for your month of August.